Well, hello. My name is Daddy-O, and I do some YouTube stuff. Today, the discussion is going to be Uber rental versus taxi cab driver. All right? Which is better, being a taxi cab driver or being an Uber rental driver? We're going to talk about it because I'm getting questions and I'm getting comments from people that have been the taxi cab drivers. I myself drove taxis for a long time. Drove limos, the party buses, the black sedans. If it's got wheels on it, I have drove it and operated it, and that includes heavy equipment. But if you're a taxi cab driver, you pay a daily fee every day. They send you runs, you go do the runs, and then the day when you go to turn your taxi cab in at the end of your 10 or 12-hour shift, you pay them $60, $70. I got a comment here from a gentleman saying that I drove taxis. If you drove taxis, you would understand the rental fee. I paid $70 a day for a 12-hour shift back in 2005. All right. In 2010, I was working for a particular company where I was paying them $65 a day. All right. You pay, if you're a taxi driver, you pay a fee, just like you do, like I do daily. My rental fee, $305 a week, works out to be 40 some. I figured it up one time. I don't really pay much attention to it. 40 some dollars a day is what I pay to have use of this vehicle 24 hours a day. All right. And it's clean. It's new. So if you're a Uber rental driver, paying what you have to pay, and then you're a taxi driver paying what they want you to pay on a daily basis also, and you're having to run in vehicles that, if you've rode in taxis, you know they're always not up to snuff. Renting a vehicle and doing your Uber is cheap comparatively. I mean, compared to being a taxi driver and the fees that you have to pay at the end of the day. I mean, it's cheap. And the great thing about it, doing Uber, and I'm not being a PR guy that people have accused me of here. I'm just telling you facts. Being an Uber, you can stop, like I have right this second. Nothing was going on for a little bit here, so I figured, okay, this is a great time to talk about it because, again, I'm getting comments. If you're new here, the first time seeing me, I'm trying to get this thing up to 900 subscribers now. Daddy-O, I started this channel January the 1st. First video went up, and I'm slowly trying to boost it. I never thought it was going to get here, but thank you guys for that have been subscribing. Ring the bell, do the thumbs up, do all that kind of stuff to help the old man out. But yeah, is the comparatively price that you pay for doing it in 2005, $70 a day, compared to what I'm paying now in, 20 years later, I'm paying 40 some dollars a day, and I got used to the vehicle 24 hours a day, and it's brand new. I don't know why people sometimes are having a hard time understanding that when you pull up in a brand new vehicle, and I'm going to say it again, you're going to make more money. It's just a fact. Your tips are better. People are more impressed. They think it's your car, your vehicle. It's roomy. The air condition works. If you're driving a vehicle out there that's your personal vehicle, you're having problems with the air, AC, that problem. During the summertime, it got hot. I tell you, my little LR2 that I used to have, a Land Rover, it got to the point where the AC went out in it, and all I could do with it, I started doing some door dashing in it because it didn't matter if I had an AC or not. I had me one of those little collar things I wore around my neck here to keep my body cool, riding out doing DoorDash. That's how far I was pushed in that old vehicle after I'd dragged it out doing Uber. I kept on pushing it and pushing it and pushing it until finally it gave up the ghost. But, I understand, there are still people out here that are having a hard time. And they're not. I'm getting comments. I appreciate all the comments. I'm just going to talk here for a minute. I'm getting comments from people that are doing exactly what I'm saying that I've been doing, and it's been working for me. So I'm getting comments from people saying you're right. I've been doing it for 6 months. I've been doing it for a year now, and it works. I'm getting those kind of comments from people that are also agreeing with what kind of system that I use. They're using the same system. They've been using a system similar to what I'm doing, and it's working for them. So, and all I can say is, I'm not telling anyone again to go out and get you a rental vehicle. I played off that video yesterday because the comment I'd gotten a couple days ago about me being a PR stunt. I played off that video yesterday because it was so out of whack. Someone thought that I was being a PR. I've had people say I need to be putting a link in the bottom of my videos so that people could click on it and get an affiliate link with the Avis. And all I said to that was, from your lips to God's ears. Hey, if someone wants to pay me to promote, I'm going to promote if I believe in it. I don't have to do that with Avis and the Uber rental system because it's worked for me, and it may not. I'm going to say it again, my disclaimer, it may not work for you. It all depends on the area you're in, where you live, the area you want to work. Do they offer, and who offers it? And I'm going to say it again, I don't. And there's comments coming up with people that are agreeing with me on this. Don't use Hertz. If Hertz is one of the companies, pay attention to your money. All right, that's all I got to say about that. I had problems with Hertz, and the vehicles always weren't up to snuff. I had an infestation of ants in one of the vehicles I got from them. And I mean an infestation. It wasn't just a few ants. It was, So don't use Hertz. But I've had no problems with Avis. I'll say it again. I'll push a plug for them because I've had great stuff out of Avis. The people there have been extremely good to me, extremely cool. So, but you got to do what you got to do. So if you want to drive a taxi, you just know that you got to get out there and you got to pay that fee. You got to pay a daily fee, just like you're renting a vehicle, renting an Uber, to do it in. And if you're doing an Uber rental, then you're pretty well set to go. That's my opinion again. I'm only giving out my opinions here. That's all you're going to get from Daddy O. Is my opinions on what works for me. This is Daddy O Money. I talk about things that have affected my money. This started out talking about doing a YouTube channel to make a little bit of money on my faceless stuff. It's gone into other directions now, but that's just the way your channel could be too. If you started your channel, you may start it in one niche right here, and before you know it, you say something one day, and all of a sudden you get some response from that, and it branches off. That's kind of what's happened here. And for you guys that have been here since day one, I know a couple of you. I know they're not friends of mine, people I didn't know in the beginning, but I get comments from people that were here from the beginning, and you know who you are, and I just want to let you know. Appreciate you. This wasn't meant to get where it's at. Anyway, Daddy O is going to let you go before he starts bawling and crying here because he never expected this channel. Never. Have a good day. Daddy O out.